Alright, as always, you can go to YouTube channel My Medical Nightmare and see 40 plus hours video on everything that happened to me. Alright, update on the business practices of Alabama-based Birmingham Radiological Group. They claim to have 45 radiologists on the payroll and are composed of doctors that examine MRI, X-rays, and CT imagery. Many doctors and medical practices in the Birmingham area rely on their services, and you may be surprised if you went to see a doctor and had an MRI, CT, or X-ray in the Birmingham area. A BRG Birmingham Radiological Group doctor may have examined your images, and you may not be aware of it until later. I was a customer and patient of Birmingham Radiological Group in 2018 and 2019. I had 3 of their doctors look at MRI, CT, and X-ray of a major injury that I had in my head. I almost died from this. These doctors wrote in their reports that I had no injury present. I knew otherwise. Went and got the pictures. I'll put the pictures up here yet again. And what is clearly visible at this time when I was being told these falsehoods was that around 6 inches in diameter of infection appears inside my head. I'd actually broken my skull in the basilar area in the region of the occipital condyle and condylar canal. My issues are unresolved outstanding as it relates to Birmingham Radiological Group doctors Angus, Baird MD, Julian Patrick Druhan MD, and Donald Shane Kelly MD. I called the CEO, Doyle Stewart, and he told me in a recorded phone call that he was not going to help me get my own images looked at again or to correct the errors of their doctors. Do some searches around the internet. Look at the reviews at the Better Business Bureau website. Look at the reviews on Google. Look at the reviews of the employees on Indeed.com, for example. There are more and more instances of people having problems with this company and their doctors. Alright, a new Better Business Bureau review to share about this company, dated September 23rd, 2025. Now, interesting in this case, the group apparently resolved the customer and patient's issues to their satisfaction. This is outside of the norm. As in my case, their default position and standard operating procedure consists of refuting the majority of challenges made regardless of mountains of evidence provided. In the midst of disputing whoever responded to this complaint, they basically have no understanding of the laws regarding personal health information and HIPAA. That's the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. My own analysis is there are HIPAA violations here in this response on the side of Birmingham Radiological Group. September 23rd, 2025. The complainant writes, "My doctor sent me here to have an MRI CT scan, and when I arrived to their office, I was told they accepted a blank." Wherever you see the asterisks in the BBB text, this is an area, a word that BBB has decided to redact or omit because they perceive it as a personal identifier. Very interesting, their purview on editing such things, because they edit items like this one, but then also BBB apparently doesn't understand the HIPAA laws either, because they let other details slip through that will actually identify the patient and the medical services involved. Alright, so continuing, I was told they accepted blank insurance, so I paid my copay and did the procedure. As everyone knows, it takes 3 to 9 months for blank to pay for services. This company did not get paid for services quick enough, so they send me to collections and ruin my credit, and I've been getting harassment calls from their local debt company as well as from their company, which is very unfair to me. I've called and left over 10 messages to the Birmingham Radiological Group, and they refused to contact me regarding this matter. I did a video in February 2025 where patients mentioned BRG now sends bills to collections after only 30 days. Yeah, in that instance, it was for a $30 bill. Actually, that breaks with the medical industry norm of waiting between 90 to 180 days before sending bills to collectors. Alright, so the response. Note the red and yellow horizontal lines in this post. You can read this at the BBB website. However, I will not repost these details because I think it's not considerate to the patient and customer. This shows the unprofessional and amateur nature of Birmingham Radiological Group. They can't even afford employees that can properly draft and edit these responses in a way that follows the law and medical ethics. Yeah, the yellow and red lines, these lines of text, I believe, contain simply too much personally identifiable information about the patient, including dates of medical procedures, insurance details. So I've edited this. This response being sent to a third party without permission, that's the BBB. That's a HIPAA violation, I believe. I'll read what I can here. Yeah, Birmingham Radiological Group, despite the fact that they demand their money, sending the bill to collections within 30 days, they did not respond to this BBB complaint for around 3 weeks. To whom it may concern. After careful review of this patient's account, I can offer the following. I will not read the bit that contains the personal health information. Our office maintains a professional relationship with our patients, and we dispute the harassment accusations. I am happy to discuss this matter with the patient. He can contact me directly. You can search through my 100 hours of video on recorded phone calls and interactions with the staff of Birmingham Radiological Group, and they are in fact not professional. The customer responded to this promptly on October 14th, stating, I am rejecting this response because I have never had blank. I was a victim of identity theft, and it has been recorded as well as by the blank and by all 3 credit bureaus. I have only had blank, and yes, I have been harassed by this company and their creditors. I have called and left messages with this company with never a return call. I will also reach out to an attorney, and today I have filed a complaint with the Alabama State Attorney's Office as well. Not going to be harassed continuously, and I will not stand by while it happens. If this company wants to solve this matter, we can either do it the easy way, or we can make it hard on each other and take it to a much higher authority. 2 additional weeks pass, and BRG replies, we have contacted blank blank and are moving forward with a solution to this problem. Please close this file. Thank you for your assistance. This is rather out of character for the Birmingham Radiological Group doctors. Perhaps the pressure of informed customers, resolute and vigilant counterclaims, inevitable lawsuits, as well as the prospect of criminal investigations has made BRG have a change of heart. Interesting they request the BBB to please close the file. These doctors, they don't want people to see or know the truth. The customer, again, prompt on Halloween of 25 replies, I have reviewed the response made by the business in reference to complaint and find that this resolution is satisfactory to me. I'll show some details from my 2021 Better Business Bureau complaint against Birmingham Radiological Group. You can see there how they also broke HIPAA guidelines and provided the BBB with personal health information without my permission to this third party. So I will assume that this is their standard operating procedure. I had broken my skull in 2018. I took the injury to BRG's partner hospital, Ascension St. Vincent's East in Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham Radiological Group, Dr. Julian Patrick Druhan gave readings of an x-ray and 2 CT scans I had done there. I believe evidence of my injury shows up in all 3 of those. The particularly damning one is the CT without contrast from the 4/22/19 scan, and that was of my head. So skull included to satisfy the word games that they like to play. And this was an incorrect pronouncement by the Birmingham Radiological Group doctors. So patients out there, if you file a complaint with BBB against these BRG doctors, and they come back and they talk about your personal health details, sending that to a third party, I would be trying to get in touch with the HIPAA people. This company is